I'm Lauren Whitehurst. I'm a certified personal trainer and certified nutrition coach.
Hi, I'm Sunny Lippincott. I'm a certified professional life coach and a certified brain health professional.
We also have Angela Salyers, who is a licensed professional counselor, and the three of us together make up
Whole Life Vitality.
We teach whole life vitality of the mind, body, and soul, bringing the physical, emotional, and spiritual together for whole life wellness. Welcome back, friends.
Hi.
We are here today to talk to you about something that we hear so much about. It is how to support those people in your life that you would love to see doing better for themselves. And maybe they're not living exactly the way you would like them to, but you still want to support them. You still love them. So say you have a sibling or a parent or a friend or a significant other that is maybe not even close to living their healthiest life. And you're like, gosh, if they would just do blank,
XYZ.
insert here, then they would feel so much better, or they would be so much healthier, or whatever. How do we support them?
Yeah. And kind of the reason that we decided to talk about this is because we are both struggling in that area ourselves.
Yep.
And I thought, we can't be the only ones.
No, I mean, I think that that's just always. I think
Yeah.
that that's always something that you're never on the same page with everyone all the time.
Right.
And I'm sure at some point in the course of our history, someone has thought that about us.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
My husband would walk in the door at this moment and be like, me.
You're like, did you read her book? Because it's in there. That was Sunny.
That was me.
When I was a teenager, my older sister was morbidly obese, and I was talking to her at one point about her health and fitness goals because she had them for herself, and she's 4 years older than me, and so it's not like I was trying to force her into anything. You know, she was the older sister, and she said, "Well, I'll do it if you'll make all my meals and do all of this for me." And I said, well, no. I mean, even as like a 14-year-old, I thought, I can't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And just like that, we can't want it for someone else.
Right.
We can't make them want to do it. So how can we support them when they don't even know what they want?
Right. And what I am learning, I'm not even going to say learned. What am I learning is, number one, listening to them. If they come to you and they have said, I'm struggling today, like I'm really struggling. This is happening, and this is happening, and this is happening, and this is just a really hard season, and they're just talking. Number one, did I hear them ask me for my help? Did they come to me and say, hey, can you help me? Like, do you have, some techniques or some tools, or do you have a book that I could read, or like, what would you do? Did they ask me for help, or did they just share with me a struggle? And I love to help. I love to help.
Well, it's what we do. We're coaches.
We love to help. But our greatest strength can also be our greatest hindrance as well, because they didn't ask for it, and you can't help someone that didn't ask for your help. Like, okay. So that's the first. First.
And in that space, I've learned to ask them, and I'll say, do you want me to just listen here? Because I can just listen, and you can vent, and you can get it all out of your system. And there's therapy in that too. That's also very therapeutic. Or would you like for me to give you some advice or share some of my experience? Or depending on the person, I'll say, I know what I would tell a client. Is that what you're looking for here? Or do you just want me to be your friend?
And
because
that
the
is,
response is different across the board.
that is not easy to do, because our instinct is to want to give
Well, yes.
the help, because we always can see the answer in someone else, right?
Oh my goodness. If I tell a problem to you, I come to you with something that I'm struggling with, you will tell me the exact same thing that I would have told someone else.
Right.
And as you say it back to me, I can even hear myself saying it to someone else. And I
Yeah.
think, oh, that's great advice.
Yes.
But it's so hard when you're in the thick of it.
You have to be in a place of receiving.
Right.
So even with my relationships with my husband, because I'm a coach, I can't coach my husband all the time. He doesn't, he
Maybe
married
even not
me.
some of the time.
He married me, but he didn't marry a coach. He married me. He married a partner.
The whole piece.
Absolutely. And I can't always just come to him just giving him coaching when he did not ask for it. I can't always just give my children coaching when they didn't ask for it, my friends, my family. So to answer that question, what can we do? How can we support?
Yep.
Number one, did they ask for help, or did you just hear a problem and decide, I've got a solution?
Because at that point, if you're thinking just solution based, then it's I.
Right.
And you're only thinking of yourself in this. What would make me feel better to tell them?
Right.
What would make me feel better if they did? But it isn't about you.
No.
It literally has nothing to do with you. Even if they are your child or your significant other, someone extremely close to you, maybe someone who depends on you. Their decision right now has nothing to do with you.
Right. No. And even though we are coaches, we have those times where we just want to be heard and understood as well.
Yep.
We know the answer. Most of the time we know the answer for ourselves.
We've been doing this for a minute.
We've been doing it for a long time, but sometimes we don't want to hear that.
Right.
We just want to be understood. And so, that step when you're like, how can I help someone that is struggling? If they did not ask for it, then they need understanding, because that's the number one human desire. It's not to be loved. It's to feel understood.
Absolutely.
So if you can just listen, just sit there, practice your active listening. And it's easy for us to do this with our children, but it's very difficult to do it with adults. But still, stay with me. With my kids, my 6-year-old, she's struggling with adapting to a new class, a new teacher. She's in first grade. It's a lot different than kindergarten. But for me, when she tells me her struggles, for me just to shut her down and say, you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Yep.
You're going to acclimate, all these things. That's not what she wants to hear. What I can do and what can help her is to say, that really does sound hard.
Angela said something to me once when I told her something that I was struggling with, and she's an amazing therapist, as we know, so she has a lot of experience in this, but she replied with, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yes.
And I was like, what a powerful thing to say, because she's not taking it on herself.
Right.
She's not putting it on me.
She's not diminishing it
Not
in any
diminishing
way.
it at all. She's just recognizing that it happened, and it was unfortunate, and it was hard for me, and she's feeling for me.
She listened.
She listened.
And she affirmed.
Yes, she did.
She affirmed you.
She's so smart.
She's so smart. But that's what I try to do with my kids, is understand that what they are going through in their world is a very big deal to them right now. So with our loved ones, with our friends, with the person that's struggling, just taking that second and affirming, man, I'm really sorry. Like that sounds like it's really, really difficult, and it's really hurting you. And I'm sorry that you're hurting through that. Just that affirming.
Yep. Helps them not feel alone.
That in itself sometimes is all that they need to hear. And I can't tell you the amount of coaching calls that I've had where someone is just speaking through something, and I've been on the other side just listening and affirming it. And all of a sudden they come full circle to the answer themselves.
Yep.
And I didn't even have to do anything.
That's when you're doing the victory dance in the seat.
Do
You're like, you got it. That's exactly right. I'm so happy for you.
it's a hard day. It doesn't mean it's a hard life.
Right.
And so when you can take a step back and say, you know what, if they didn't ask for your help, then they asked for your presence.
Yeah. If they wanted something, otherwise they wouldn't have come to you.
Yes. So maybe not asking you to fix the problem for them, like you were saying, but to be there.
Yep.
To be a presence, because obviously they came to you because they care. They love you. They trust you. They, respect you.
Yep.
So just being a presence and, not judging in that moment what they're feeling, what they're doing, what they're going through without judgment, just being there, being present for them and affirming how they feel can sometimes just do wonders for a person and add clarity that they, didn't see before.
Right.
It's like they're brain dumping to you. And that's very healing.
It is very healing. If you're close to the person who comes to you and they come to you with maybe something that they have been dealing with for a long time and it's been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Maybe your significant other wants to lose some weight and they've come to you for the 50th time and said, well, I just feel fat. It is so hard to school your features so they don't see all of the exasperation and judgment and frustration and why won't you just... And so that's where the struggle comes in.
Yeah.
That's where we have to work at being supportive.
Yes.
Because again, it's not about you. And
No.
if you can just take yourself completely out of it.
Right.
And say, okay, maybe they just want to have the same conversation they've had 500 times and we'll have it 500 more and maybe someday they'll change or maybe someday they won't.
Absolutely. I will say too, though, when we are being present for our loved ones, what we don't have to accept is when they are hurting themselves. And so you always have the space, and I have done this multiple times because I actually coach a lot of friends. A lot of my friends, I'm actually coaching them. And so I have to make sure that I'm not always wearing the coaching hat when we're just hanging out and talking. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like
hang on, is this a solution-based conversation, coaching style, or am I just an active listening friend?
Yes. But I will say when they have used, and for me, that's my F word. Okay. Fat is my F word.
For sure.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Having a background with an eating disorder, that's a trigger word for me.
Yep.
And so most of the people know that, but I'm allowed to have that space where I say, you know what, I hate that word. And I don't like when people talk bad about my friends.
Yeah.
And I have said that to my friends before. I'm like, dude, I don't like when people talk bad about my friends.
Yeah.
And it kind of triggers them a second. They're like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You can talk about how things make you feel.
Yes.
It hurts my feelings when you talk poorly about my child as the child, or my husband as the husband, or my friend as the friend. I mean, you can absolutely speak to your own experience or say, what I'm hearing is, or it seems like maybe you're looking for a solution, or it seems like maybe you're just looking to vent here.
Right.
But getting clarity in the moment as well is helpful.
Absolutely. But just remember, just because we're saying, you know, if they don't come to you asking for your help, if they are actually, you know, talking really harshly
It's
about
self-harm.
themselves, that is self-harm. You can in that moment say, you know what, get out your feelings, but don't talk bad about my friend. Like, I love my friend.
Yeah.
And I respect my friend, and don't talk bad about my friend. Because there is a way to get out how you're feeling in a healthy manner that doesn't shame yourself.
Right.
And, you know, really do. You're not going to walk away from that conversation when you are just tearing into yourself and feel better. There's a way to dump your feelings and emotions and get them out without doing that really negative self-harm. So you do have that space. So even when I'm just letting people vent, and not trying to help, when they start attacking themselves,
Right.
I do kind of stop that. And
It's
say,
not
"You know
productive
what?
anymore.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah. Like,
feeding that monster
come
that
on.
lives inside.
Yeah, come on. I love you. Don't talk bad about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything for me comes back to health and fitness because that's what I do. And so when I want to support someone, then I do it through example.
Yeah.
So the way that I'm talking about myself, the way that I'm speaking about other people, the foods that I have around me, the activity level that I have, the things that I choose to make look fun.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's be fair. If I'm like, oh, I really don't want to go outside for a walk today. This is so miserable. It's so hot. I hate doing this. I'm going
Yeah.
to go do this. Nobody wants to do that with you.
So true. So true.
And if you have children or have ever been around children, you know you can make a lot of things seem fun that maybe aren't necessarily fun.
Right.
Have you ever seen Mary Poppins? Because she's pretty cool. Yeah. She makes some good, she makes some really awful things look
medicine.
fun.
Taking medicine.
That's what I'm
Cleaning your
saying.
room.
Yep.
Come on. Just as an example, I tried kombucha for the first time today. And let me just tell you,
Manipulation.
I was dead set on telling Lauren, I'm not drinking something that grew in somebody's closet or, you know, on the counter out for days that is mold.
I've been
drink
listening
mold.
to this. I've been listening to you talk about this for
Yes.
years.
And she did not force me. Nope. She didn't. She's never, and she's a kombucha drinker and she's never forced me. She is one of my best friends. And so she has let me talk about the fact that you are drinking mold and I'm not doing it until she showed up today with this like blue Hawaiian drink. And she's like, you should try this. And I said, okay, because it's blue.
I didn't even get like a normal color. I got the
She knows me.
spirulina
She knows
blue
me.
one.
Because I'm like, if it resembles an icy, if it's the color of an icy, I'm going to try it. So I was like, oh man, that looks like blue Hawaiian punch.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm going to try that. And I said, oh, this is delicious. And she said, that's kombucha. I said, dang you. I said, you tricked me. And I'm not even mad about it.
That's right.
And look, I have drank the entire glass. I've drank the entire glass of this. And I'm like, I'm drinking bacteria and I don't even care. Like mold.
Good kind of bacteria.
Yes, it's
Like the kind that feeds your gut and leaves you feeling fantastic.
like, I don't know if this is a placebo effect or not, but I feel great.
Yep.
I'm like over here, I was dancing around as we were setting up
Yep.
I'm like, am I talking a lot? I feel like I'm talking a lot. It's like, am I drunk right now? Jeez. But
and
so,
never once did I tell you you needed to.
yeah, you did
Or
not.
did I say, no, you have to. No, I promise you'll like it.
Yeah,
No, I
you
just-
never forced it.
And that's what you do. I love it and I know the benefits of it.
Right.
And I continue to drink it because I don't need to let other people's opinions change what I know to be true.
Yes.
But I also don't need to force my feelings on other people. You gently expose other people to things that you love or
Yes.
things that you know are good for you. And they'll pick up what they're ready to pick up.
Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Keep loving. Keep supporting them. And you can do that by listening, truly praying for them. Just saying, you know what, I'm praying for you. You can ask them, do you want me to pray for you right now? And those types of things. And, you know, just letting them know that you're there for them. Maybe send them a text and say, hey, thinking about you. Just out of the blue, just sending them a text. Maybe like old school snail mail, just a little card.
People
that says
love
that,
to get mail.
Me, I love to get mail. I'm
love
40
it.
and I still want to go check the mail. And you know what it is? All the time bills. I still...
We had the sweetest neighbors that lived next to us for the last couple of years. And just a couple months ago, they moved. They're a retired couple and they moved to go be closer to family. And my children were so sad to see them leave. It was just, it was so sad. And they have sent us a postcard from every state that they have driven through as they're traveling. And my kids get so excited when that postcard comes in the mail and it's just a little snippet in the back of where they were or what they saw.
That's
So
support,
sweet.
even though they're not here.
Yep.
Like there's so many ways that you can do it without forcing
Right.
like what you think they should do or what you think is the answer for them. Let them just keep showing up for them in these ways and eventually, because you've showed up, they're going to come around.
They
will
always
come
do.
around.
Be present in the moment with them and let go of the outcome.
Absolutely.
Just let go of that agenda, whatever it is that you've been pushing, and start saying things like, this is a no judgment zone. Because
Yeah.
whether you believe it or not right now, you will begin to believe it.
Right.
There's no judgment here. I
Yes.
accept you for how you are. I love you so much. I'm here for you if you need me.
Yep.
I want to support you in whatever way that you need support.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And when you mean it, then they'll believe you.
It hits different.
It
too.
does.
And maybe they don't have the solution that you would like for them to have.
Right.
But they are going to walk away feeling different
Yep.
than when they came.
Completely.
So, there you go.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing
You
it.
got
Hey,
it, friends.
Let me know if you like kombucha.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'm invested now.
And if you do, tell us your favorite flavors.
Yeah, please. I like blue.
Do you make your own? Do you buy it? Do you have different flavors you love? Like, join the kombucha train with us.
We should do a make your own podcast one day. We'll do it from
That's
the
right.
kitchen.
That's right. We'll teach people how to make kombucha.
Teach me.
Teach you how to make kombucha.
Yeah.
That sounds like
I'm
fun
new
too.
to it as of an hour ago.
That's right. All right. If you want more of this, if you want more of how to support your loved ones, because I really think we could sit here and just talk about it for hours.
Yes.
Then please let us know. We'll do a part 2,
Yeah.
or we can do a one-on-one chat with you about how to
Absolutely.
support someone specifically, because there's so much to it.
Absolutely. Just let us know. We're here.
We are here. Find us on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube,
We're
on
everywhere.
Facebook. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere you want to be.
Everywhere we know you are.
That's right. Check out Whole Life Vitality. We have some freebies for you over there. We have our 30-day mindset reset, which is a 30-day mindset bingo.
Absolutely. Make it a game.
That's right. Walks you through just getting your brain moving, creating some habits. These are really fun habits that you can do that other people will start to see you having fun with and then want to join you and
Absolutely.
have fun with you.
Very quick. They will not take much time from your day, but they will make a very big difference
Absolutely.
for the day.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us today. Like we said, if you have any comments or suggestions or requests on things that you would love to talk about,
Any questions?
Yeah.
Let us know.
we want to hear from you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.